What's going on today, guys? Daniel, Mr. Cuervo Racing. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm talking a little bit about troubleshooting. We have a 2006, 2007 bike here that has an erratic idle. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it'll just die all of a sudden. So initially we got this bike in. We did a top end rebuild on it. The bike was pretty worn out. It had a idle problem before. It continued to have an idle problem after. As much fine tuning as we could do, had it on the dyno multiple times, and the issue didn't clear up. So it became more of a nuisance, and to the point where the customer brought the bike, dropped it off, and said, "Figure out what is wrong with this." It's no longer ability to ride it. It's just too frustrating, too annoying, maybe to the point of not being safe. Dying in awkward positions when it's not expected. So we found the throttle body that someone had did on it. Boring the throttle body was a pretty poor job. So we ended up swapping that out in the process of troubleshooting and at the customer request to do so, which improved some. There's a definitely visual issue with the throttle body not having good idle control, but after that the problem still persists. So in troubleshooting on this bike, and I've seen quite a few of these lately, that's why I'm talking about this in the video, but quite a few wire harness failures. So ultimately I get down to bypassing swapping as many components as was necessary to kind of come to a conclusion that the wire harness is bad. And I had it on the dyno while we were doing it, seeing if a certain sensor was causing an issue, and sometimes the sensors will fail under vibration. Like bench tests just fine within parameters, but under vibration or under load that they'll fail. So that's why we swap components sometimes versus looking at the book, testing them, and saying yay or nay. But so I'm gonna, hopefully the bike will do it right now. I haven't ran this bike today, so I'm gonna fire it up, and what we're gonna watch is the RPM signal on the power commander here, this top box. We're gonna watch it. I'm gonna give the bike a little bit of a rev, and you're gonna see that RPM. It's gonna fluctuate around, obviously reading the RPM, but you're gonna see a glitch where it jumps into 10, 20,000 RPM, something ridiculous that's not accurate. Like you'll see it flash into a separate, a fourth digit there. So, and then I'm gonna push on the wire harness in a certain area here, hopefully duplicate this on camera. We'll give it a shot and see what happens. What also you're gonna hear is, this bike is high compression, but you're gonna hear that it kind of has an erratic thump to it. So has a little bit harsher of a sound, more than just what compression is. So let's see if this works. Alright, so as I push on the wire harness right on the inside of the midframe on the other side, right in this area is most common where they fail. And you can ohm them out, try to fix that all day long, and good luck to you. It's really a waste of time to do that on these, because they will test well, but they'll have a few strands that are left connecting. But this one I was able to kind of pinpoint that issue and cause the bike to actually die all the way. Alright, so you can see sometimes it would die, sometimes you could, as I was pushing on that harness, you can hear the idle go up and down, and on the RPM screen you can see that jumping around, very, very erratic and with irrational numbers. So if you have a bike that's really struggling like this, or struggling with a problem, especially the 06, 07s, even into 08s, by 2010, I had already changed about 6 or 7 wire harnesses. So in that early range of years, to have failures that soon, and the majority of them were trail bikes versus dune bikes. So bikes that were ridden quite a bit harder on much rougher terrain. But what I am doing with them is I am changing them to the 2013, 2014 wire harness. So you can do these on certain years. So the if the ECU is a green sticker, so if the ECU is a green sticker, you can change and use the wire harness from the 2013, 2014. So I'll show you the difference. I pulled a key switch off of, oh, that's not the key switch. Where is it? All right. There we go. Sorry about that. So if you buy the later model wire harness, which is put together a bit differently, and it's a lot better in my opinion, the key switches themselves look the same. They fit the same. The difference is the connector on the end. So in my left hand here, this is the 06 through 2008 key switch, and this one here has bigger wires, bigger terminals on it, and that is the 2009 through 2020 switch. So the main issue with the main benefit of the new harness is the newer harness is 30 amp rated on the main switch versus 20 amp. And the only thing different you'll see on the harness externally, let's see, here's the part number. There's a part number for the 1314 wire harness, and you can confirm that when you order. But the only thing different you will see on this harness that doesn't show up on the other harness is this connector here. And what this is a junction block. So in the older harnesses, all the wires mid harness are kind of crimped and soldered together, like all the grounds and all the other signal wires, where in this harness they actually come into this junction box and all mate there. So this harness is quite a bit better in design. You do have to change that key switch when you do that. So so yeah, I'm on to swapping out this wire harness on this bike, and I'll throw it back on the dyno after, recheck the tune, confirm the problem's fixed, and customer should be happy and on his way. So that is it for today. Hope this helped you. Um, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.